Can't talk to these lords.
Have you heard the rumors of some horned vampire
Okay.
revealing himself and singing obscure songs around the city?
Now we have mesmerized level 4 then. Yes. Now we can get in and do Emma.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Back outside. It went right outside. Well, let's go inside there then. Now we can do Emily's.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Locked.
You cannot forget his name. Rats. Tasty rats. Those clever rodents are cautious now. They won't approach.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
Infection. Infection. The rats carry it, I heard. Rats. Rats, rats. Many rats around that big house. Funny smell, too. Dead flesh.
And where is this house?
West of the park. Not very far. A big house with no sound, no light, no life left.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow.
Okay. Alright. Let's check on Emily's.
Hello again, Venus.
Jonathan, you're still up. Can't you just knock at people's doors during the day?
I'm sure you can spare me a few minutes. For old time's sake.
Of course you may enter, Jonathan. I remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son. They were such a beautiful family.
Loot first.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
Let's have a chat with her. Up.
At this hour of night?
It's a pleasure to see you again, Venus.
So you returned from the war in one piece too. Thank God. My Clarence is back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside, chasing ghosts and chimeras. Clarence has changed a lot since he returned from the war, you know.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
The McPhersons. I heard they locked themselves in their own house.
They could just be afraid of getting sick.
Perhaps you're right. But if I were you, I'd pay them a visit. A big house, reachable through a courtyard, to the north of the railway bridge.
How have you been since the last time we met? How long has it been? 3 years now?
I've done my duty, like all British women. You have no idea what it was like to wait for months without knowing if I'd still be a wife or a widow.
I understand. Luckily, this part of town has been saved from the worst of the bombings, from what I've seen.
Yes, and it's also true about the epidemic. The flu has killed here too, of course, but not on such a large scale as in other parts of town.
Have you noticed anything peculiar about the neighborhood recently?
You mean except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan, please accept my condolences for your sister.
Thank you, Venus. It was so sudden, and I've been so busy, I haven't spoken to anyone about it.
I wish I could have assisted at the funeral, but you know, it's been so quick. And what with the epidemic in the streets?
There's no need to apologize, my dear. It's normal, considering the circumstances.
No, it's not. I am sure that Clarence has not even thought to present you his condolences. He is too busy with his penny dreadful stories.
Why is my return so surprising?
It's more an unexpected happy end than a surprise. You and Clarence, back from the war. You have no idea how hard it's been for me.
Venus, why do you worry so much about your family's reputation?
Everyone laughs at Clarence now. And they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions. I'm a leper in my own community.
Why do you and your husband argue so much?
He is not the kind man I married and loved. He is obsessed now. Obsessed with chimeras. I feel trapped. It just makes me want to scream.
Why are you poisoning your husband?
He has spent a fortune printing his bloody papers. I can't stand this nightmare anymore. We are the butt of everyone's jokes since he returned.
If you're so frustrated by Clarence's behavior, why don't you just leave him?
I have already lost the best years of my life because of him. I will not jeopardize my future for some lunatic. He goes, and I inherit what's left.
I cannot let you kill your husband, Venus. This madness is more insane than his obsession.
What are you going to do? Report me to the police? I did my research too, Dr. Reed. The substance I use is undetectable.
Don't press your luck.
And did you see Clarence's state of mind? What would become of him if left alone?
Goodbye for now.
Must be something we can...
At least you survived the Great War.
If there's something upstairs then. Doo-doo. Venus journal, huh? Confess day and night crying. Oh, I'm not downstairs talking to you right now. Eh?
No invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign. No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in. Blood. I should follow the trail.
Here. Emily's love letter. My dear Jackwell. Dear Jack. See you again. Tonight? Tomorrow? I can hardly wait. Kissed on that bridge while the moon was so bright in the night sky. I want to feel your teeth again on my lips.
Emily wanted to become a vampire. Something must have gone wrong. Someone is responsible for this mess. But who?
Damn. Doing damage now.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly invite you to find your own game, sir.
I appreciate the invitation, but I'm here to solve the mystery concerning the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right? Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
And who exactly are you?
I am Jacques-Michel Guillaume Florimond de Marquis de Bois-Colombes, at your service, my dear cousin.
You're French, but your English is quite good.
I was born in France, sir, but I consider myself a traveler of this world. So many countries, so many tantalizing tastes.
Dear cousin, are we related?
We could be of the same blood, my dear. I tend to consider all Econs as family, don't you?
What are you doing here?
I recently decided to visit London. I've always dreamed of visiting a city on the verge of collapse. Such a delicate, yet intense spectacle.
You take pleasure from others' misery.
I have been a totally depraved and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
What do you plan to do here?
Take pleasure. Take pictures. Enjoy the show. Have fun. Believe me, I won't be the only foreign immortal who bought a ticket to the fair.
I followed the trail of blood from her room to here.
Oh, you're referring to that young woman. Yes, the meeting turned messy. I'm afraid I ruined my last redingote.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
The body rejected my blood. It happens, you know, sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
I believe you, sir. Emily's diary confirms your statement.
Oh, Emily was her name. Quite charming. Well, mystery solved then.
Yes, I suppose so. You can go.
And so can you. Farewell, sir. May you enjoy the spectacle of this fallen city as much as I do.
Okay.
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Can you help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. But if you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to the Mullaneys...
Yes? What about the Mullaneys? What about their house?
Not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. What is going on in there? I wonder.
I guess I didn't get anything more after talking to Why?
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Okay.
Women's right to vote is only...
One there. Building there, okay.
the first step.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Okay.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure? To become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood?
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me. Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Get a new weapon. So... and 30. So... 3, 6... better than unused. Or not. One. Actually, it is better. Okay.
Remember, don't let any strangers come into your house. Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Talk to this fella about the issue.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand.
Thank you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
Okay. So these two buildings is what we need to check now then. And Fonzie has new dialogue for us, but okay. Here I haven't found anything.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Yeah, let's go and upgrade our new weapon. Stamina, so good. No plating, which I have. Okay, let's see.
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
How the heck do we get in there now? I'd have to go around them. What these? Huh. More bag of junk. Spanish flu. Oh, we have one of those annoying ones. Ah, shit. No better. Oh shit, she's gonna blow. Oh, what the heck did I? Oh my god. Those blinking bastards. What the hell? I wasn't. Okay. How the heck did that hit me? That was some bullshit. Oh my god, I got stuck in it. I'm annoying old sh. Oh shit. Oh come on. Oh, it's also so annoying that they Oh shit.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood.
Okay, we unlocked that. Clear out the floor. Come here first. Oh, what the heck? 352. We would have to upgrade damage on this one. We'll have all the parts needed too. Pretty nice. It has holds 3 shots. Oh shit. Well, this is gonna be an interesting one. Oh shit. Oh, come on. Oh, what the heck? drowning.
I've never seen such a radical mutation.
Well,
Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
love letter, darling. Thank you for the precious perfume and the fur coat. I can't wait to feel your hands on my shivering skin. My hero can make me feel that. Please come back to me soon, for I'm dying to press my timid bosom to your chest again. Yes, my beloved, my precious, come back to me. I promise you a night of eternal and unbridled passion. Right now, I'm wearing nothing but your last gift. Oh yes, burning for you, and I can't wait for you to share my unbelievable lust. Devoted.
So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
Yes. Okay. Do 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 do. That one done. We can see what's in the next area then. Let's see. Let me go this way, right?
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
He cannot be defeated. He's dead. Crawl back to the hell. That's mine. This one's mine.
Oh shit. Come in here.
Back. Stop, vampire! He's mine!
Oh, what the? Okay, I don't know what it is. Ouch! Damn, that did some damage. I wonder he's level 28. 9. Thick, rich blood sample. We have to investigate.
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Looty, looty, looty.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture.
Husband found out his wife was cheating. Feels like it's something like that.
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent. Ah!
Peace. Poison. damage, man. Oh, shit. Loading, damn it. Letter from Fletcher Acting School. Dear Elsa, it's with the greatest joy that I can confirm with this letter your acceptance as a private student into my acting school. Seeing you had the kindness to perform for me last week convinced me that you have what it takes to be a real actress, with stature and courage. As a private student, you will receive my personal training and coaching during these intense sessions. You'll be invited to stay at the school since I strongly believe in total immersion to expose the full potential of my students. So please remember to bring tonight attire and anything you may need to spend. Oh, it's Doris Fletcher.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
Opium. Nothing else here. Okay.
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Okay, it's all the way up there. So we should do this and see if that one. We are here. Oh, we should level up to. All these things are level 29, man. But he said something about being him. Trying to avoid the bees.
Can't let you through.
Oh, come on! How did? Tried to dodge it, but that was like. Possible. Holy shit. Come on. Ah, shit. Sure it's open. In case that was one of those locked ones. Ouch! Damn, it's on another damage on me. Heal up. Here's been a meeting. Really? Oh, shit. You didn't drop any loot for me. Ooh, on it. What is read? Second letter. Dear son, this is my second letter for you. Find this one, it means you probably have shown the first part to your sister Mary and to my dear. I think it's a good thing you don't keep to yourself what you discover, but I'll leave that for you to decide. Do you remember our long walks in this park? Your mother taught you your alphabet under these trees. I hid so many wonderful treasures for you and Mary in this park. You're both so clever, so brilliant. I always known you had both become great people. I always been proud of you. I was never able to conceal my pride when I was asked what you wanted to be. You'll be whatever he wants. Your mother was convinced you would be a great artist like her. You always liked to read and write. I still keep your very first poem. Keep Mary's first drawing. When you choose to follow medical studies, your mother was educated about enough to cover her radiations and her worries. That was the first one for me, I think. Me, I was happy you did not become a dull banker like me. You told us what you wanted to pursue a career in medicine to improve life for all without consideration of wealth. And we, as your parents, had taught you the most important lessons of all. Respect each and every soul for what they are, not what they have. No more, all you have to do is remember the hospital you chose to apply for your first internship. I am as ever your loving father.
I had almost forgotten I applied for a position at Pembroke. It was so long ago.
Okay. Lady Ash. More first. Okay. Let's do this. One around by here. Okay, what level are you? 30?
You London vampires are so weak!
Holy shit, that explosion almost killed me instantly.
This is mine! Don't you know better?
What the heck?
You're bleeding.
You're dead. Damn, that one did some damage to him. What's this then? I don't think I'm supposed to go in here yet. Yeah, but it was fun to explore. Know what we have over here. Yeah, hideout. There. I think there is a hideout. Somewhere around. Yeah. Okay. Damn. Those we have. I don't have anything else in these. That's so. Oh. What? Good second hand. Let's see, can we upgrade this one? Still be more good handle. But we can. Ooh. Or did. Oh. pretty good otherwise. Check this door. That's cool. You should check out this now. See if there is. See what. Oh, sir?
This is no place for. I'll put an end to
Do. Totally different place.
Christ! He's dead! Dark beast! This was fine! I hate leeches! Fuck! He's dead! Want some of this? Dark beast!
Might be have to get upstairs, huh? Good double barreled, huh? That was not money. 3 shillings. Okay. There's somebody munching downstairs.
More Braille.
Oh, we
I
found
should
the
bring
last
this
one.
to Mason Swanborough.
The Blind Gourmet's menu.
A restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Intriguing.
Cool. Got that. Nice. You go and that in.
Sir! Step away! Leech spotted! No! He's dead!
Oh, you, buddy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
I have found a restaurant that could satisfy you, Mr. Russell. The most intriguing and exotic restaurant in London.
Really? You have piqued my interest. Where is it?
It's a place where you eat in complete darkness and try to identify your meal without anything but your palate.
My, oh my, how interesting. It could even be fun to eat a little poisson et fruits that way. Oh, thank you, Dr. Reed. Please, have this for your research.
Holy shit, 200 shillings.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell. I'm sure you'll take care of yourself.
So, I was wondering about this one. This. Nice. That one. Are there something to do with this one? I haven't found those ingredients somewhere. Okay. This one is back. Yeah. Hospital though. Plus we need to go down here.
It's only the first step.
Go to the lovely lady. New dialogue with her. She has to say. We should go to the hospital and talk to Dr. Swansea, plus get the new on that third clue, and then we go to the theater. See how it looks. But enemies have respawned since I died before. So I might go back and actually level up them. Oh, you might hear.
Good evening, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm still investigating from inside the Ascalon Club. Can we talk?
Of course, my dear.
How is your investigation going?
I have decided to explore beyond the dictates of reason.
What do you mean?
You may on occasion find this house closed when you visit me. If so, it is because I have gone undercover. Sort of.
Who are you going to surveil? I hope you're not considering spying on McCullum or the Guard of Prewan.
No. I intend to ask a few questions in parts of town I rarely venture into. Dirty places where a delicate lady like myself should never be seen.
When will you return?
As soon as possible. And I don't intend to stay away for long.
I have investigated new sources of infection, and I may have found a new type of skull. One suffering from heavy mutations that is extremely contagious.
Scowls come in various forms, you know. They are simply degenerate versions of their makers.
I believe these families are different, and I'm currently pursuing a lead. I know I can find the true source of contagion by finding who created these creatures.
That would be great news. Be very careful, my dear, when dealing with such creatures.
There are many paintings adorning the walls here.
Yes?
Did you paint them?
No, my dear. But some of them. I have had a long time to learn from the best. I'm currently working on what could be my greatest masterpiece.
What is this masterpiece?
Your portrait, my dear Jonathan. It will be my gift to you, if I ever have time to finish it.
Have you met any famous painters?
Are you trying to divine my age by cross-checking historical dates, my dear? That's a devious parlor trick.
Well, Elizabeth, I tried my best. Don't I deserve some reward at least?
Well, if you must know, I even posed for the greats. Now that you know it, you may recognize me when visiting museums.
Goodbye, my dearest.
Goodbye, my beloved.
You got there. Question now is if it would be worth it to go back up, level up, or go to the hospital, get the third clue, talk to Swansea, level up, and then go to the theater. Choices, man. How does it look like? We have a hideout over there. I actually could get to. Can't enter from this side. Since I have to go around. The door was locked. So if we go over here, go back to Swansea and drag you to. Holy shit, they were low level. Shop, and he has died.
Oh my! I'll send you to hell. You're mine.
Oh, open now. Nice. I'm a little bit scared to do resting though, because it can make me having to run around a lot to heal up a lot of people, cure people. So I don't know. Resting is a bad in a way. Question is, where is this not gonna be then? Up in our office? Read clue again. Have a little chat with Dr. Swansea. See if he has thing around now.
Hello, Jonathan. How are things on the West End front?
Complicated, my friend. The rich and powerful feel threatened by the disease and have asked me to put an end to it.
Yes. It is odd how resolving a crisis suddenly increases in urgency when it affects those who matter.
It looks like the epidemic is spreading to the western districts of London. I am trying to locate the source of the infection.
It won't be an easy task, my friend. This disease is highly contagious.
Do you not think epidemiology could be helpful in this matter? To retrace the origin of infection through time and topology.
If anyone can perform such a miracle, it will be you, Dr. Reed.
Since this epidemic is evidently linked to the vampire curse, we must find the original carrier to understand where it comes from.
I admire your logic, Jonathan, but be careful. Rationality, when it comes to your kind, is not always a reliable lens.
Does the Brotherhood of St. Paul know anything about the Ascalon Club?
Well, I'm afraid that's unlikely. Ascalon is a sensitive topic, and whatever material the Brotherhood has, I may not have access to.
Who could answer me then?
Usher Talltree, our current primate, may be the only one able to answer you. He's a discreet man who lives in the West End.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson, the famous tycoon, is well versed in vampire and occult knowledge?
No, I did not. But that is no surprise. For half a century, it has been quite the trend for English nobility to join secret societies and occult circles.
But Aloysius Dawson is only a rich merchant.
Yes, richer than Croesus. Wealth is more respected than title these days, even in England.
Did he contact the Brotherhood of St. Paul? Try to join your group?
It would not surprise me, but I am certain he's never been a member.
Covering it. Still a lot that we haven't met yet.
Thank you for your time, Edgar.
Wondering about leveling or not leveling. Talked about me started. There we go. Aubrey Reed's third letter. Dear child, this is my last letter for you. I chose to hit it in the prompt. Do you remember how disappointed you were when your application was rejected? I had never seen you so upset. For days you didn't say a word. It was the first time I realized the darkness you had in you, my son. Black stone embedded in your heart, hidden to all, which I sometimes saw in your sister too. I feared for you both, for I perfectly knew that it meant to feel this gloomy mood. Dark side of the reeds, the reason why I must go, now that I know I am condemned. I'm sick, my son. Diagnosis is irrevocable and death will soon come. I refuse to be seen like this by those I love. This is my fault and my decision. You're so far away now, learning with this Dr. Carroll in Paris how to transfuse blood to save patients. Already thinking about how to improve the method you have helped to create. I'm so proud of you, my son, but you can't save me. I won't be Aubrey Reed, the dying banker surrounded by his friends and family, unable to leave his bed. I won't stand it. Don't accept it, so I left. Just like you left us to become the great surgeon you are destined to be. A great surgeon I never want to see next to me, looking at me knowing I will die soon. Keep on studying, my son. Become whoever you're destined to be and do it for yourself, not for your old father who loves you. I've taken all the necessary measures to protect you, my family, of any dangers to come. I want you all to remember me as I was, not as I'm about to be. I'll leave for I love you, my pearls and jewels. I do it because I have this dark mood in me I hid from everyone as long as I could. In a few days I'll go where I stood when you left us for France. There I'll leave a last gift for you. There I will vanish, never to come back. Farewell, Jonathan. I wish you to be as happy as I've been with you all these years. Kiss my Mary and my Emmeline for me. Take care of them. Farewell, my dear boy. Leave my ever, my dearest John, you do God.
Southwark. My departure for France as a promising student. My return as a brilliant surgeon, about to be killed. Transformed. The flower's dying. It needs water.
Ergotamin. What is what we need for that one? Let's see. This